Milo Yiannopoulos, the campus of UC Berkeley, and the First Amendment were under siege.
Progressive left, the social justice left, the feminist Black Lives Matter, Antifa left, the hard left, which has become so utterly antithetical to free speech in the last few years, is taking a turn post-Trump's election where they simply will not allow any speaker on campus, even somebody as silly and harmless and gay as me, to have their voice heard. They won't allow students to listen to differing points of view. They're absolutely petrified.
Wednesday night, a protest against the scheduled 8 p.m. speech of libertarian gay activist and Breitbart technology editor Milo Yiannopoulos turned violent, spiraling into a shelter-in-place order by campus officials. UC Berkeley released this statement regarding the events. The violence was instigated by a group of about 150 masked agitators who came onto campus and interrupted an otherwise non-violent protest. The decision to cancel the event was made at about 6 p.m., and officers read several dispersal announcements to a crowd of more than 1,500 protesters who had gathered outside the student union, where Yiannopoulos was to speak. He immediately was escorted from the building and left campus. Fires were deliberately set. One outside the campus Amazon outlet, Molotov cocktails caused generator-powered spotlights to catch fire. Commercial-grade fireworks were thrown at police officers. Barricades pushed into windows, and skirmishes within the crowd were among the evening's violent acts. The masked agitators came to campus eastbound on Bancroft Way, and fire damage and other destruction to the Stiles Hall construction site, where a new residence hall is planned, was reported. The group entered campus and immediately began throwing rocks at officers. In an effort to avoid injuries to innocent members of the surrounding crowd who might have been caught in the middle, police officers exercised restraint and did not respond with force. Agitators also attacked some members of the crowd who were rescued by police. UCPD reported no major injuries and about a half dozen minor injuries. President Trump immediately denounced the attack in a tweet that read, "UC Berkeley does not allow free speech and practices violence on innocent people with a different point of view. No federal funds? ? Of course, Hollywood stuck its seditious nose into the events, with director Judd Apatow threatening, "This is just the beginning. When will all the fools who are still supporting Trump realize what is at stake?" Apatow then walked his statement back after being duly criticized. Even though it's blatantly obvious that the scourge of Antifa anarchists was responsible, the millennial generation seems to be losing its grasp of our republic. The Daily Wire reports a survey conducted by the Victims of Communism Memorial Foundation, which partnered with YouGov, found that 45% of millennials said they would vote for a socialist, and 21% said they would vote for a communist. Additionally, 53% of millennials said that America's capitalist system works against me. About one-third, 32%, think that Bush is responsible for the deaths of more people than Stalin, while only 25% of all respondents knew that communism is responsible for the slaughter of over 100 million people. The fog is lifting on the blatant truth that mainstream media, Hollywood, and cognitive dissonance have poisoned the minds of an entire American generation. John Bound.